Summer 2020 anime season is almost upon us, and I plan to review many of the shows this season. I hope to at least get my first impressions across for every show that is not a sequel of some kind. That's a total of 15 shows. 3 of these shows have episodes under 10 minutes, so I'll probably end up giving my first impressions of the show, then wait for all the episodes to be out and review it as a whole. 4 of these shows are in the ecchi genre, a genre featuring usage of sexualized imagery and situations, while remaining non-pornographic. Ecchi is my least favorite genre, so when I get tied up with work, and I will get tied up trying to review 15 shows, those ecchi shows will be at the bottom of my to-do list. Now that that's out of the way, I actually recruited my friend Kiproy to help me read the descriptions of some of these shows. I did this to give you guys an idea of what exactly I'm going to be reviewing this season. I think we accidentally skipped reading the descriptions of a few of these shows, but we'll still read most of them. Let's get started. Dokuyu Hentai X Eros.
That sounds good. In a world on the verge of a great disaster that began 5 years ago, heroes who, with the help of a device called HX Arrows, use the power of ecchi, H, an erotic power arrow to save the planet from libido-devouring monsters and childhood friends who have drifted apart from each other. One day, they're caught in a battle against a censor bug that feeds on humans' sexual energy to evolve. After successfully taking down the enemy, they join a group of heroes just like using the erotic power of HX Arrows to fight off monsters. Probably watch this. We should watch it together.
I'm not super into ecchi stuff.
Yeah, neither am I. That's the point.
That's the part. The misfit of Demon King Academy.
The tyrannical Demon King has been reincarnated after 2,000 years. However, his suitability to the academy that educates candidates to become the new Demon King renders him a misfit. Anos Voldigord was a tyrannical Demon King that eradicated humans, spirits, and even the gods, but became bored of eternal warfare and reincarnated with dreams of a peaceful world. However, what awaited him in reincarnation after 2,000 years were descendants who became too weak after being accustomed to peace and all sorts of magic that deteriorated to the extreme. Anos, is that true? Is that the...
Oh no, you have to call him Anus.
Anus enters Demon King Academy that gathers and educates those who are viewed as the reincarnation of the king. But the academy could not see through his true powers and ends up branding him a misfit. Furthermore, they already assumed that the legendary Demon King was someone completely different. While everyone insults him as inferior, he counts Misha, the only girl sympathetic to his cause, as his subject. The misfit Demon King raises up the hierarchy of the demonic world. Divine, providence, destiny, miracles before my eyes, they all grovel and are eradicated.
Fantasy Magic School. Ooh, doesn't even have comedy in there.
Well, that's bad.
I think this one might be a... No, it says Re in the name, so probably not.
Well, if it says Re in the name, then it's probably just some isekai.
It's a girls' sports.
Oh, I love that shit.
When Arihara Tsubasa enters Rigahama Municipal High School and learns that it has no baseball club, she starts the girls' baseball club on her own. Drawn to the club are girls who have never played baseball before, girls who once played it but quit, and girls who are constantly tackling great challenges. The baseball club races through the trials of youth, periodically clashing and courting, but supporting each other all the way, and begins the hottest summer the world has ever known.
Or just like most synopsis, it sounds really boring.
Sounds really boring, but it's anime.
But it's like, yeah, it's anime, so you kind of have
you never know. You have to dip your toe in.
Because like, if you were to say what happens in K-On!, it's like, yeah, okay, what the fuck? Who cares?
The Legend of Supernormal City Kashiwa R.
I like this description. A gag anime set in Kashiwa. Featuring high school girls and mysterious creatures.
Oh yeah, the runtime of every episode is 3 minutes, so.
Oh,
the God of High School, that's from Webtoons.
I've never heard of this. The God of High School. Jin Mori has proclaimed himself
the strongest high schooler.
Who the fuck does that?
I am the strongest high schooler.
His life changes when he's invited to participate in God of High School, a tournament to determine the strongest high schooler. He's told that if he wins, any wish he makes will be granted. All the participants are powerful contenders who fight their hardest for their own wishes. What awaits them at the end of the tournament? So it's just a tournament arc anime? Like, the entire anime is just a tournament arc?
I think it's purposefully beyond generic. It's so generic, it becomes ungeneric. I am the strongest high school. Come fight in the tournament for the strongest high schoolers.
I really like this one. Obayon.
It's 5-minute runtime episodes. A pop and cute everyday anime based on the 4 Koma manga featuring the characters Uma. I don't know what
that
pretty
is.
derby. Uzaki-chan wants to hang out.
Sakurai Shinichi's one wish is for a little peace and quiet. Uzaki Hana is boisterous, well-endowed underclassman. I like how they have to add that, well-endowed.
Like, she's good at stuff, right?
Are you sure that's what they mean? Look at the image. Look at the implication
She's
here.
great at school, bro.
Oh, yeah, you know. Has other plans. All she wants is to hang out and poke fun at him. With the help of her chipper charm and peppy persistence, this might just be the start of a beautiful relation. Fantastic.
Rent a girlfriend. Oh boy.
Name is a 20-year-old.
Oh, you just said name?
Yeah, I don't care. He managed to kiss his girlfriend once, but was dumped after a month. Ugh, damn it. I never want to go through that again. Completely spiteful, Kazuya uses a certain method to date a girl. He goes to their meeting place and suddenly hears, "You're Kaguya-kun, right?" A beautiful girl brushing her long black hair behind her ear was there, smiling at him. Her name was, something real is born after just a single... I can't read what that is.
Rental.
Oh, a reckless rom-com filled with love and excitement about to begin.
Sounds like these are just prostitutes. I'm confused.
Is this legal?
Is this legal? He's 20-year-old. These seems like high schoolers. Peter Grill in the Philosopher's Time. Upon winning a fighting tournament and being crowned the world's strongest warrior and the god of high school, Peter Grill discovers a downside to his newfound fame. Women of all species, from ogres to elves, are scrambling over each other for his seed to ensure they have the strongest babies possible. Poor Peter just wants to settle down with his lovey-dovey fiance, but he'll have to outmatch, outwit, and outrun a harem of very determined monster girls to do so. There's a lot of ecchi this season, bro.
I know you said no ecchi, but you gotta watch this one. It's really, this sounds really f***ing stupid.
Oh,
I like that
man.
the guy's name is just Peter Grill, like no Japanese.
I hope he's just like grilling half the time with his fiance, and then some shows up like, I want your seed.
I want your seed.
I just want to grill, bro. Monster Girl Doctor. Another Monster Girl one.
In the town of Lindworm, where monsters and humans coexist, Dr. Glenn runs an exemplary medical clinic for monster girls with his Lamia assistant. Whether receiving a marriage proposal by a centaur injured in battle, how do you pronounce that? The injury of a mermaid, whatever, or suturing the delicate wounds of a flesh golem. Nice. Dr. Glenn performs his job with grace and confidence, but when an unsavory character seeks to steal a harpy egg, how will the unflappable Dr. Glenn respond?
A comedy ecchi, fantasy romance.
So you know it's good.
Debated. Great.
In 2030 Japan, a virus has infected humans throughout the world. Infected people turn into different forms of monsters based on their age, sex, and race. The virus is named Gibeah, after being rich in variety like Gibeah. Just then, a pair of samurai and ninja appeared in such a blighted wasteland of Japan. They both traveled from the early Edo period, fighting together with help from a doctor who tries to find a cure for Gibeah. Facing ceaseless attacks from Gibeahs and outlaws that attack travelers for food, they start the dangerous journey to enemies all around. Sounds serious. Are they going to be monster racist or zombie racist?
I don't know.
Mr. Love, Queen's Choice. Our heroine inherited a company from her late father and is now in charge of a television program as its producer. However, the company is on the brink of bankruptcy due to lack of capital. While trying to save her father's once popular programming company, she meets 4 potential boyfriends. However, before she knows it, she is caught in a huge conspiracy over special power known as Evolve.
The first tag is music.
What the f*** does that mean?
I have no idea. Let's read every other word. No, that's a bad idea.
Now let's do it. Masato
Edamura
is
supposedly
Japan's
greatest
swindler.
Together
With
his
partner,
Kudo.
they
Try.
to
Trick.
a
Frenchman.
in
Asakusa.
but
Unexpectedly.
get
Trick.
instead.
The.
French
Whom.
they
Try.
2
swindle,
turns
out,
to
be,
Laurent
theory,
a
much,
higher
level,
confidence
man,
in
control,
of
the,
mafias
Edamura,
is
yet,
to
find,
out
what,
fate
awaits,
him
after,
having
engaged,
in
the,
Frenchman's
dirty.
jobs.
I was too focused on reading every other word to know
Yeah,
what was
same.
going on. So that's it. My next video should be on my reviewing system that I'm going to be using this season, and then the following video after that will either be my first impressions of The Great Pretender or Hentai X Eros. Anyway, that's it. See ya.
Watching hentai with your bros. You know how it
It's-
is.